I'm going to go on reading Jack's letters if you care to go back and see what I'm talking about. For reference, you can. This is me, and hell, all anybody had to do when they broke the law against me is do the right thing. They had the option to leave, walk away, or do what they did to me, and they did have the options, and they didn't. It's been a string of laws, assaults. It's unbelievable that so many people should be locked up that did it because law enforcement got things on them, or their kids, or they just did it for the hell of it because I'm British, and they didn't care. Anyway, I almost was murdered again. I'd written a book on medical malpractice and mind control, flown out to Flint, who was shot in it. The person was programmed to shoot him. I'm reading a letter after the antifreeze was put in me, April Fool's Day of '80, and I'd written the book, and I'm across the state line and was taken there illegally. Worked for the district attorney, Fred Simpson, and the sheriff, Patterson, had run a background check on me before going to work for the district attorney. So now then, this is a year and a half later, and they got to him, and he's handcuffed me, and they're trying to kill me, believe me. And Jack saved my life. He's a reporter, but he's also a Fed. But he was standing there telling one of the policemen, detectives that had the handcuffs on me, I hadn't committed a crime. Believe me, I have not. And I'm paying for other people's crimes because of who I am and what they've done to me. They don't want the world to know. But Jack told the policeman, they had the cuffs on me sitting next to me, he said, you know that she knows who's responsible for your brother's killing. That was Bulldog Daniel. It worked for the sheriff. It didn't matter to him. But anyway, here's what the editor of the Hartsfield Times, you should see what he said to me when I went in the condition I was in, handing him information about mind control murders and the antifreeze put in me. And I didn't know about my kidnapping at the time. That was in '83. But he just made a joke about it. But here, they blacklisted Jack, and Jack left. I don't know if they fired him. They blacklisted him, and and here's one. Jerry Gillespie, and when one of the acquaintances was arrested in the murder of Jerry Gillespie. Now, Jerry Gillespie's one of them that I said was done in mind control. He lived across the street from Senator Sparkman. Now, that gets to be way back Sparkman. Knowing about my kidnapping, you get involved in NASA, and scientists brought over to keep me alive, some of them. It was hostage, and I'm dropping half of this. I'm in bad condition after last night. But anyway, his brother, Jerry Gillespie, who they killed, his brother, I can't remember his first name, was the one that hired me actually at the district attorney's office. So I was going to read where they finally gave him, and I'm dropping all the letters and everything here. I don't have a good thing going for me. So I guess I'm going to have to quit. But finally, they gave Jack a good recommendation. And, well, this is after the editor of Huntsville Times and a couple of others had heart attacks and bypasses, and how could they not? I was telling them about mind control, and you can heal cause of or create an illness or cure it. It goes back to the Tesla files, which I just mentioned here. Jack mentioned to me. He also mentioned, and this is just getting to be a mess, I'm going to have to stop. But Jack had gone out to the New Mexican, and I stayed a couple of weeks from him after, still had the Hustler car, but I furnished by Larry Flint, so this is early March of '84. And by the way, Jack was a perfect gentleman. He saved my life and everything. He was working for the New Mexican then, and that's when I was learning about my kidnapping, my real name, and Georgia O'Keefe, my aunt, who married, well, George's sister is Claudia O'Keefe, my mom, who was married to King Edward VIII, my father. He never married Wallace Simpson. It was a total takedown, illegal. 99 years seal put on his takedown. History records him marrying Wallace Simpson, which is a total lie, a double dead. Now then, this is where the managing editor of Huntsville Times told me he called Macaulay and asked him if I had told the truth about how I became an ex-employee at the time. Macaulay, he said it was true that he had fired me and that he had made a mistake in doing so. He said Macaulay also gave me the highest of recommendations as a hard-working, capable, ethical reporter. Mulled that one over for a while. Macaulay was either so frustrated by the telephone call that he poured it on, or so relieved I was out of Alabama and off his, I can't read that, it's older, man, I folded, think that one over for a while. At any rate, I'm situated in a small one-bedroom apartment, and this gets cryptic here. Jack knew so much, and he saved my life. Like Job in the Bible, it is best sometimes not to question the fate that befalls us. For each of us, there is a reason, and that will be clear one day. I firmly believe that. Okay. Of course, I could go on and on, but this is the capsule. Strangely, I am stronger. P.S. Well, I won't read that. That involves his brother telling. Okay. Well, I've got this messed up. You get the point of it. If you want to read it. I'll say this, that Salvador Rizzini was sent in at this time when I worked for the DA, and when they were trying to kill me again, and the woman where I was taken, she killed her twins when I was kidnapped, and I grew up being told I was her daughter, Peggy the twin. She's trying to have me killed because I'd written the book, and she was afraid I'd find out about my real name in kidnapping. And she's drawing disability Social Security, and she could have been convicted of so many crimes. In fact, for killing her twins, she would have faced the death penalty in Alabama at that time, much less the part she did to me if it was told. She was afraid the book my writing the book was going to bring attention, and you would have to see what the woman and that family did to me to try to get me killed. But Salvador Rizzini was an ex-FBI, and he was sent to Huntsville with Jack to keep me from being killed, quite frankly. And Sal Rizzini became police chief there, and he had written a book. It wasn't all that thick. I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 200 pages, about if he told the truth about the secrets of the FBI, he would be killed. These are the people in this country that did it to me, and it is so unbelievable that people as a whole will join together while out in Ferguson, Missouri, that all band together, and it shows you what marching can do. They've done nothing other than try to kill me and commit every sick, vile act in the book. And I hope Jack's okay. I know his wife died, and I know some of his family, and if people care, they can check, because these were done in patterns, the space shuttles. And Hank Hartsfield, whether he's kin to Jack or not, I think he is, was captain of one of the shuttles, or two of them, really. But it's the shuttle that had the twin that was, she's a school teacher that went down, that was put there by Reagan, I believe, and Sally Ride, but there's a list of them, and I'll leave it at that.